What would you serve Jamaica's Olympic athletes if you were in charge of their meals in London?
Lunch would be stewed chicken with pumpkin rice.
Like curry goat.
Jerk chicken, roast chicken, or baked chicken.
I would give them brown stew chicken, rice and peas with vegetables.
The baked chicken, rice and peas with tossed salad.
Kidney, rice and vegetable.
Now you're about to find out what Grace Foods will be preparing for Jamaica's athletes to the London Olympics. Stay tuned now for today's host.
We welcome you to Creative Cooking. Chef Karl Thomas is my special guest. People from all walks of life want to know more about Chef Thomas. They're hearing about you and they wanted to find out what is your claim to fame.
All right, I'm presently at the University of Technology. I am the chef technologist in charge of the Lillian's restaurant. And basically the restaurant is the training restaurant for the students at the School of Hospitality and Tourism Management.
We need to know a little about your early training, you know?
Well, I did most of my training actually with Runaway Bay Heart Academy, and that is in Salem, Runaway Bay, and that was as far back as 1998 to 99. Since then I've completed many levels of training, both continuously and on and off with Runaway Bay Heart, namely food preparation level 1, the Commis Chef program level 2, and back in 2003 Runaway Bay Heart had formed a partnership with the Culinary Institute of America, offering an advanced professional chef training program. It has 3 levels. First level being a certified culinarian, the second level a certified chef de cuisine, and the third level being a certified executive chef. I was one of 6 persons to complete training back in 2007, and so I'm now actually a certified level 3 person by the Culinary Institute of America and also a certified executive chef by the American Culinary Federation.
Before you do the cooking, we want to look at the other items that will be offered for lunch.
Okay, this again is a typical lunch setting that is going to be offered. We're serving a pumpkin beef soup, right? Real Jamaican style, like grandma would cook it with all your yam and your potatoes and your carrots and all these other vegetables and your nice soup meat in there, so it is nice and flavorful. From that now they'll move to a tossed salad we have here, and also bounded salad, which is a macaroni salad. Right, when they actually get into the meals now, they'll be having a brown stew fish, a curried mutton, right, and today I'll be doing a baked chicken smothered with a guava sauce. Right, the starch that they'll be having for that day is actually some callaloo rice, some roasted sweet potatoes, and the vegetables that I'll be doing for you also is a sauteed broccoli with toasted almonds. So we're gonna get our stove lit, right, and this is gonna use to prepare a sauce. It's a Grace tropical rhythm or pineapple guava flavor. But in order to coat the chicken, what we're gonna do is actually just reduce it down. This way we can extract some of the water and leaving the flavor in it. While it simmers, we're gonna be adding a little bit of chopped ginger to it, right? We're gonna be adding some granulated sugar. After it has been reduced down for about 5 minutes or half thereabout, we're gonna thicken it a little bit with some cornstarch. Now we're gonna be preparing our marinade for our chicken. So we're gonna be adding some onions, some garlic, a little bit of pimento or allspice, some scallion, and some fresh thyme. I'm just gonna remove the harder stems. I'm just going to use more of the section that is closest to the leaves. With just a little bit of oil, right, and also a little bit of water. And here we have the chicken that has been basically what we call jointed, right? To this now we're going to be adding a little bit of paprika for color, some salt, some black pepper, Grace chicken seasoning, a little bit of soy sauce, right, and we're going to add in some Grace Scotch bonnet pepper sauce to it, just a little bit to give it that nice Jamaican kick, right? And then now we're going to add our blended seasoning. Rub all of this together. Right, so here we have this nice and ready. We're going to put it on our baking tray. Right, some persons generally reserve this for sauce making purposes, but I generally just add it to the pan. Right, and in a preheated oven to 365, we're going to actually bake this. Right, and as I said before, we're going to be doing some sauteed broccoli As usual, it's nice to get the pan nice and hot because you want to make sure that when you add the product to it, it has a nice sear. Right? We're adding our onions. Just a little bit of garlic to this. The almonds, let me talk about that a little bit. They're chopped almonds that have been sliced and also have been toasted.
Okay.
Mind you, regular nuts in the dish is fine, but toasting them even more intensifies the flavor. So this is ready. We're going to add our broccoli florets to it that already been blanched and refreshed. We're going to season as usual. A little bit of pepper and just a little bit of salt. The broccoli is nice and heated. We're just going to add our nuts to it now.
Wow.
Okay, so now we have our broccoli that has been sauteed and ready. Right, we're going to now turn our attention to the sauce. Whenever you're making cornstarch, try to mix it almost to a heavy cream or a heavy whipping cream consistency. Right, it's going to be very thick when it goes in, so you just need to ensure that you whisk it. But at the same time, it ensures that you don't necessarily water down the flavor of what you're trying to achieve over here. And if you add a little bit at a time.
You just want it to coat, to be able to coat well, right?
Yeah. Our chicken is also ready, so we're going to actually remove that from the oven so we can actually coat it to the sauce.
Looks done, eh?
Yeah, man. It's pretty much, generally you cook the chicken to about 3/4 of the way done. You want it to be almost fully cooked, right? And then from that now is where you're going to go ahead and coat your chicken with the sauce. Right? You can choose to dip it like a traditional barbecue, or you can actually just brush on the sauce over the chicken itself.
I can imagine the athletes having this for lunch, chef. They're
wonderful. And again, it tastes familiar, and that is the greatest thing. Right, so we're going to put it back in the oven just for a short while, just to ensure that
flavors develop.
Yeah, the flavors develop. Also, the sauce is going to sort of dry down a little bit, and in the meantime, we can plate up our vegetables. So here we have it, a nice glaze on it. All right, and we're going to be just plating it up. So here we have our baked chicken with guava glaze. We start off with a pumpkin beef soup.
Yes.
Then they'll move into a tossed salad, or they can choose to have a pasta salad. And then from then now, the hot meals are going to be including the curried mutton, brown stew fish, baked chicken with a guava glaze. It's going to be served with roasted sweet potatoes, a callaloo rice, sauteed broccoli with toasted almonds, and after they finish all of that, they'll move on to a cheesecake with a passion fruit sauce and also a cornmeal pudding.
For the beverages?
Right, we have the Grace Aloe, right, and you have a Grace blend, which is also very good. Grace also has 2 new flavor tropical rhythm we'll also be offering at the Olympics. We have Tropical Rhythm, the Legend, and it's a combination of pineapple and mango. In the sprinter now, there's a picture of one of our star athletes, Shelly Ann Fraser-Price, right? And it has the flavor is watermelon and banana, and that is also a wonderful flavor Tropical Rhythm too.
Thank you so much for sharing, with our viewers the meals that you'll be sharing, at the training camp, because Jamaicans, we are all worked up, and
yeah, man, everybody's very skeptical.
And we just want to ensure that the athletes are well fed.
Make it a date to tune in to Creative Cooking. Next week, in honor of emancipation and independence, Grace Kitchens will feature traditional favorites for your enjoyment. Be sure to tune in next Monday morning, 7:35 a.m. on Smile Jamaica for Creative Cooking. Don't miss it.